Welcome to Relational Missions, Everyone a Witness, Sharing Your Story training. We want everyone within Relational Mission to be the best witness they can be for Jesus. Whether you've known Jesus all your life, have recently come to faith, or have experienced a healing story, a miraculous provision, we've all got multiple stories of how Jesus has worked in and through our lives. And we want you to be equipped to share your stories. Being a witness is someone who sees or experiences something and tells others what they have seen or experienced. It could be something from the past, or it could be something that you are currently working through. It could be how Jesus has helped you with something, whether that's overcoming anger, abuse, fear, forgiveness, seeking the approval of others. The list goes on. Here are some simple pointers to help you share your story. Keep it short and simple. 3 to 5 minutes is the ideal length of time. Talk about Jesus, not God. We really want people to know who we mean when we say God. Focus your testimony on what Jesus has done. Make sure Jesus is the focus or hero of your story. It's not about you, it's about Jesus. You don't need to focus on the details of the challenges. You can keep things general. In fact, it's better to keep them more general than to go into lots of detail. Just share the story God has given you to share. He does the rest. Structure your story in 3 main parts. Firstly, you want to talk about life before Jesus. Use descriptive words. Don't go into too much detail. If you've known Jesus all your life, focus this on when you made that decision that you knew that you needed to follow Jesus. Your testimony as a lifelong follower of Jesus is just as valid. And it may be that actually you need to talk about how Jesus has helped you through your childhood and adolescent years and life going forward. You've all got a story to tell. This section should be no more than 1 minute. In the second section, this will be the main bulk of the section. It's your story about trusting Jesus. It should be 1 to 3 minutes long approximately. Don't use Christianese terms like I got saved, washed by the blood, and so on. Use this section to talk about who Jesus is, why you wanted to follow Jesus, what did Jesus do for you, what does Jesus say about the situation you were facing. You can bring scripture and the gospel in during this section. Then, in the final section, you want to look at life with Jesus. How Jesus has made a difference to that situation. Again, you want it to be about 1 minute long. And it focuses on the change that has happened in your life. Whether that's the result of the healing or the impact that Jesus brought into a fearful anxiety situation which has now changed you to a place where you are peaceful and calm. And so on. As I said before, we've all got many stories to tell about what Jesus has done in our lives. But you need to think about them, and then you need to practice them. And I can't encourage you enough to practice sharing your story.